Good morning, my yoga friends. I hope you're all well, slept well, and that you're feeling good and healthy. We will start our 9:30 a.m. Hatha yoga class in a few minutes, but I just want to make sure as many of you are online as possible. All you will need today is a yoga mat and maybe a blanket to put your knees under or your knees on when we do our kneeling lunges. And you might need that also for the relaxation. And just grab some water. Okay. I'll introduce the class in a moment, but we are going to start standing. I want us to fit a lot of asana posture practice in today and a lovely relaxation. So grab what you need. I'll meet you back here in a few minutes. If you are just standing on your mat, you might just want a little bit of a stretch out or some movement so you can shake out the limbs. Maybe take some forward folds. Maybe some hip circles to ease into the hips. So just warm up before we start standing. And good morning if you are here. And do let me know you're here on the chat. Good morning, Julia. Nice to have you in the class again today. So we have today's class at 9:30 and we have two more this term, tomorrow at 9:30 and another one at 10:45 a.m. And Lawrence also brings us the wake up yoga at 7 a.m. tomorrow if you're up and raring to go. And then that term ends, and over Easter, we don't normally teach, but we are offering some wake up yoga again every day at 7:30. And Lawrence and I will alternate those classes, and sometimes we'll do the class together. Husband and wife yoga off. So hopefully we won't get too competitive. And then after Easter, from the 20th of April, we will be coming to you with our regular classes. So if you're a member, you'll know we do a few classes on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, daytime, and a couple of evenings on Monday and Tuesday. So we hope you will sign up so that you can get those live in your own home. Okay. So hello if you've just joined us for our 9:30 a.m. Hatha Flow yoga class. Today it's all about positivity, moving the energy upwards so we feel uplifted, more positive, stronger, and more confident, because when we open into the chest and we stand nice and tall, we do feel more confident. So just imagine walking into a room and you kind of present yourself nice open chested, you do look more confident. Whereas when you walk into a room and are really rounded in the shoulders, you generally feel less confident. So we're going to be opening up the chest and also the back band of the heart space. We will start in a moment. Yeah, I think it's 9:30. So morning and welcome to Thursday morning's 9:30 a.m. Hatha Flow yoga class. You just need a mat, maybe some water and a blanket to pop knees on if you're a little sore when you do kneel on your mat. And we're going to start standing as we have the rest of the week with some breathing. So I'd like you to take your feet about as wide as your hips and turn your toes out. I want your spine to be nice and straight, so tuck your pelvis under, and you can see that better side on for me. So try not to lean forwards or lean too far back, so you're nice and upright, stand above the shoulders. Then place your palms one on top of the other, and as you breathe in, just moving the hands upwards with the breath. Exhale, drawing the breath downwards. And you can breathe in through the nose, and out through the mouth initially, sigh the breath away. Nice full breath in, let that breath go. A few more of those. And then just breathe through the nose now. Inhaling. Exhaling through the nose. Just giving a nice bend to those knees so that you wake up those lovely big muscles of the quads, the thighs. So just keep moving. Tuning into your own breath, so you can ignore me and close your eyes if your breath is deeper or faster. And if you notice any pauses in the breath, just pause with the movement. You may notice that breath slowing down as you focus on it. And 2 more breaths. And then release, shake out your legs, well done. And hoping you're feeling a little bit more calm now. A little bit more centered, in tune with your body. Okay, we're going to still turn the toes out. The feet this time slightly closer, maybe an inch between the heels. I'm going to take a frog pose. So the first variety is simply bending the knees, lifting the heels, lowering down. And you can just do that if you can't get down. So if you have damaged knees, that's probably the best one for you. If you are going to take a frog though, we lift the heels and we're going to slowly bend the knees and lower ourselves down. And the fingertips can just touch the floor. And as you squat here, just lift the chest. Go beautifully open across the collarbones and lift the chin a little. Take a few breaths here. And then as you breathe in, come to a forward fold and drop the head and squeeze your heels to the ground. And you can keep the knees bent until you get warmer. And then we exhale to come back to the frog. Okay, so forward fold, inhale. Exhale to frog. And keep that moving. So you start to establish a little bit of a breathing rhythm. Exhale, inhale. And if you've been doing this with me during the week, this does become easier. It is quite quick to develop strength if you repeat a certain practice. It's flexibility that is harder to come by. So strength, easy to build those muscles rather than to lengthen them. Okay, let's take 3 more. Hopefully you're feeling a bit warmer now. And then you finish in your frog position. And obviously if that's too much for you, please come out and straighten your legs. Otherwise we just squat here in our frog and just squeeze your knees back a little bit. Feel beautifully open in the hips. Bring the breath back in. We're going to take 13 more if you'd like to join in with me. So let's take an in-breath to take a forward fold and out-breath to come to frog. That's 1. 4. 'Just keep nice and symmetrical. Equal weight in both feet. 9. 2 more. Well done. 13. And then if you can, bring your hands to the heart center in Anjali Mudra. Let the breath settle and try and balance here. And then power into the legs and push yourself up. And give yourself a shake. Well done. And let's just take some hip circles, hands on the hips, just drawing Circles with those hips, just one way initially. You can keep those knees nice and bent. And then you can circle the other way. Well done. Just be aware of your breath and the warmth you've generated. Super. Let's turn and face the front of the mat. Get some flow going. Hands to prayer position. Take a few breaths here. A nice slow Surya Namaskar. So take an out breath. Inhale, stretch nice and tall. If you'd like to add a back bend and open the heart center, take that now and lift the chin a little. Bend the knees, take a forward fold. Drop the head, place your hands beside the feet, and let's start with a few nods and shakes of the head. Make sure the neck and shoulders are releasing. Let's take the right leg back, drop to the knee. Do pop a blanket under there if you need it and squeeze yourself low. And as you breathe in, draw in strength, power, life force, and be positive as you take that breath in and lift the heart, open your throat. And then just place your hands nice and flat, take the left leg back and take it downward facing dog. So really push into the hands, squeeze your heels away from you, and feel yourself being pushed backwards, chest towards your thighs. Okay, let's drop to the knees. We lower chin and chest to the ground, 8-limb pose. Scoop through, come to a low, strong cobra. Again, heart opening here in this back bend. And return to downward facing dog. Squeeze the heels away towards the ground. We're still on the right side, so the right foot comes through. Hop that lightly on the ground. Drop to the knee, look up. And sink your hips nice and low. Feel that lovely stretch in the left hip flexor. So with those left toes tucked under, spring your left foot forwards. Forward fold, draw the nose towards your shins. Bend the knees, big breath in, reach to the sky. Stretch tall or add your back bend. Hands to prayer position. The left side leads, so breathe in, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Left foot stepping back, drop to the knee, look up. Grounded hands, downward facing dog. Squeeze the heels to the earth. Lovely long spine. Knees, chest, chin. Bottom high, elbows to ribs. Coming into cobra. Downward facing dog. We're on the left side, so the left foot's coming forward, slightly drop to your knee, well done. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, reaching tall. Maybe a back bend here. Hands to prayer position. Nice deep breaths. Right side, lengthen, breathe in. Exhale, fold. Right foot stepping back, drop to the knee, look up. Grounded hands, downward facing dog. 8-limb pose, knees, chest, chin. Coming to cobra. And back to your dog, well done. Squeeze those heels, long arms. The right foot's coming through, drop to the left knee. Exhale, forward fold. Breath in, stretch tall. Hands to prayer position. The left side now, lengthen and fold. Left foot steps back and look up. Big breath in here. Exhale. Suspend the breath. Just hold it for a moment. Big breath into cobra. And downward facing dog. The left foot is coming forwards. Look up. Forward fold. Inhale, reach for the sky. Hands to prayer position. Another round, lengthen and fold. The right foot steps back. Look up. Downward facing dog. Knees, chest, chin. Scooping through to cobra. Back to your dog. Well done. Keep the breath coming in. Right foot coming through, look up. Forward fold. Reach for the sky. Hands to prayer position. Left side, lengthen. And fold, settling to a lovely rhythm. Now, left foot coming back, look up. Downward facing dog. 8-limb pose. Cobra. Down dog. Left foot steps lightly through. Forward fold. Inhale, reach for the sky. Hands to prayer position. Okay, fourth round, let's go. Stretch tall. Exhale. Step back. Nice big in breath. Downward facing dog. Soft vinyasa through to your down dog. No rush in the back bend. It's the right side, the right foot comes through, look up and fold. Reaching for the sky. Hands to prayer position. Super. Left last side and fold. Left foot steps back, look up. Downward facing dog. Knees, chest, chin. Scooping through. Coming back to dog. The left foot comes through. And fold, exhale. Breath in. And pause here. Find Tadasana. Stand nice and tall. Heart lifted. Sense the earth, the floor, the mat under your feet. Notice your breath settling. Release, take it out. Now, do have water if you need it whenever you need it. Just a sip, don't put out your internal fire. Let's take the feet hip distance apart now. Hands onto the hips. And sink back into your imaginary chair, keeping a lovely straight spine. And come down to about halfway and look to the ground so that the back of your neck is also nice and straight. And draw the tummy in, finding length here. And also push into the inner edges of your feet. That will ensure that your knees don't roll out to the sides. And it's an inward rotation of the hips. So you're working these thighs right in the center. Okay, if you'd like to add a bit more heat in the body, stretch your arms forward into chair variation, keeping the lower back rounded, drawing the tummy in. Feel the heat that you're generating as you breathe nice and deeply here. And I'm going to lift the bottom and just hang here with lovely soft knees. And we're shaking the head and nodding it. And let's take 3 breaths here, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel the back body opening out. So that's the back of the heart space in between the shoulder blades. We are working all of the heart center to feel strong, to feel alive and positive. Well done. Bend your knees back to your chair and bring your hands back to your hip creases and lay your tummy on your thighs. You should be feeling warm and those thighs should be burning now. And a big breath in, lift the chest. Come up to stand, well done. Let's return to the flow, hands into prayer position. Take a couple of breaths into Tadasana. And if you need more oxygen, breathe through the mouth. This time, a soft Surya Namaskara A. So take an out breath. Breath in, stretch nice and tall, add your back bend if that's comfortable. Forward fold, exhale, nose towards the shins. Breathe in, look up, lengthen, fingertips on the floor or shins. Nice grounded hands, bend the knees, come to your plank position. A lovely straight line from the heels to the shoulders. So soft vinyasa, we drop to the knees. Shift the bottom back, elbows in, chest, chin lowers to the ground. Point your toes, rise to cobra. Some of you may like to start to straighten the arms. Feel that throat lift and open. Breathe into the front of the chest and heart center. Downward facing dog. Adjust your feet if you need to and your hands. And then if you can see your heels, move your feet to hide them, giving you a lovely even stretch along the back of your legs. We take 5 breaths here, so let's take 2 more. An in and out breath is 1, another in breath, and out breath is 2. Look between your hands, step both feet forwards, lengthen into extended Uttanasana. Lovely straight spine, tummy tucking in, weight into the toes as well as heels. Drop the head, exhale. Big breath in, reach for the sky. Hands to prayer position, super. A little bit more flowing now. Breath in, lengthen, and fold. Lengthen, and plank position. Just keep it soft initially, knees, chest, chin. Take your back bend of choice. Return to downward facing dog, 5 breaths here. Look between the hands, step forwards, lengthen, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach for the sky. Hands to prayer position. Lovely. Another round, lengthen, inhale. And fold. Breathe in, lengthen. Take your plank position. You can drop to the knees or now take a full chaturanga press up, squeezing the elbows to the ribs. Scoop the toes back, point your toes, rise to your upward facing dog. Tuck or roll the toes. Adjust the feet if you need to for 5 breaths in your downward facing dog. Dog, head down. Now squeeze the heels away. Chest squeeze into the thighs. So feel as though you're pushing yourself backwards towards the back of your mat. Push into the index fingers, the palms, the thumbs, and the remaining fingers. Look through between your hands after 5 breaths and return forwards, looking up to lengthen the spine. Exhale, folding. Reach for the sky. Hands to prayer position. Beautiful. Let's take another round. Lengthen and fold. This is Surya Namaskara A. Lengthen and plank. Vinyasa through to your downward facing dog. Hold for 5 breaths. This effectively becomes your resting pose. After 5 breaths, return forwards, look up and lengthen. And fold. Reach for the sky. Hands to prayer position. Fabulous. 2 breaths here. To our Surya Namaskara A, we're going to add a few more postures, standing postures. We're adding them like a shopping list so you can remember one at a time. Take an out breath. Lengthen, reach up. And fold. Look up and lengthen. Plank position. Vinyasa through to your downward facing dog. So that means just flow there. Hold for 5 breaths. Wonderful. Okay, turn your left toes out and maybe step the left foot forward an inch or 2. Then lightly bring the right foot between the hands and rise up to warrior 1. Now, if you'd like to feel a longer stance, a deeper stance, a lower stance, walk your right foot forwards and make sure the hips and the chest are facing forwards. Now you can have the palms touching, the hands can be shoulder width apart. Stretch nice and tall. If you'd like to add a back bend, try and bend level with the heart center rather than pushing the hips too far forwards. That's going to protect the lower back but create space across the heart center. And breathe here into the heart space. If you want more space, open the arms a little bit. Feel the world on your shoulders. Feel that power as the breath comes in. Okay, so that's warrior 1 on the right side. So let's take the hands to the ground, downward facing dog. Add another vinyasa, plank, chaturanga, or keep it soft, knees, chest, chin. Take your back bend, return to a downward facing dog. Okay, the other side, so it's the right toes turning out this time, the left foot is stepping through. Big breath in, rise to warrior 1. And again, make it deeper, challenge the body. Get this left leg parallel to the floor, the upper leg parallel, stretch tall, perhaps adding that back bend, maybe creating a little bit more space across the heart center. And as you breathe in, feel that power, that life force. Feel strong and positive. Breathe in positivity. And keep your shoulders nice and soft. Superb. Bring the hands to the ground. Take that left foot back. Downward facing dog. You can stay here or add another vinyasa of your choice. Keep the body moving. But now a rest in your down dog, but feel free to rest in child if you need to. As you breathe, draw the breath in through the nose. And feel the heart and the back with breath. Just feel the rib cage expanding. Really breathe for breathing in the oxygen and power into the body. Prana. Okay, look through between your hands. Let's return to extended forward fold. Drop the head, exhale. Breath in, stretch to the sky. Hands to prayer position. Hoping you're nice and warm now. Keep breathing. To the warrior 1, let's add a warrior 2. So take an out breath. Breathe in, stretch nice and tall. And fold. Look up and lengthen. Take your plank position. And vinyasa through to your downward facing dog. Left toes turn out, step the right foot forwards, rise to warrior 1. Take a little back bend if that suits you and expand the arms. Nice, lift your throat, breathe into the chest and the throat chakra. Vishuddha, just bringing that power and strength. And then we're going to open up to warrior 2. So bring the right foot into the center of your mat. Align that foot with the center of your left foot or left heel to right heel. And bring your arms down to form a T shape in your warrior 2 arms and bend that front knee. Feel that right knee rolling out, so outward rotation of the hip here. Breathing nice and deeply. Strong form, strong like a warrior. And then really bend deeply as you cartwheel your right hand and your left hand to the ground. Bring that right leg back, down dog. You can hold here Or as a vinyasa, and don't forget you can keep it soft, dropping to your knees and taking a low cobra. Return to your dog, lovely. Okay, left foot is coming forward, so the right toes turn out, the left foot coming forwards. Left-sided warrior one. Deep breaths, feel strong and powerful here. Maybe a little opening here. Breathe through the mouth, get that oxygen in. Feel strong and feel this lovely front body stretch. Draw the tummy in as well. And then we'll open up to warrior two, so shuffle that left foot centrally, line the back foot, bend the knee, and lovely long arms, soft shoulders as you look over that left index finger. Feel that strength and power. These standing postures fabulous for increasing stamina and strength in the body. Well done. Cartwheel, left hand, right hand to the ground. Take the left leg back to your down dog. And again, you can hold here or vinyasa. And 5 breaths again in down dog. Long, deep breathing. Squeeze the heels to the earth. Let that breath settle as you pause in what becomes the resting pose. And then let's look between the hands, return to extended forward fold, extended Uttanasana. Then Uttanasana as you drop your head. You can bend the knees a little, sweep those hands high, stretch tall, and maybe a back bend. Return to Tadasana. Take a couple of breaths here, well done. To our shopping list, we're going to add sun, warrior, and side angle pose. So take an out breath. Breath in, stretch nice and tall, and fold. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Take a plank position. Take your vinyasa. Squeeze the heels away, just feel that down dog before you turn the left toes out and step the right foot forwards. Coming into your warrior one again. Nice length before you take a back bend. Again, bring that breath, that beautiful breath into the body. Breath of life. Be alive. Grateful for your beautiful, strong body. Let's open up into warrior two. Bend that knee, feel lovely and strong. Okay, so you're pushing the right foot forwards and the left foot back. And keeping the legs as they are, let's tilt back to sun warrior. Use the left hand to support the back on that on that left leg. And turn your right hand, palm to face you. And stretch nice and tall so you feel this lovely stretch in this lower right side body. And then we're taking side angle pose, so the hand or the elbow comes to that thigh. Left arm reaching up and over the head towards the wall in front of you. Just sink those hips nice and low. And we're not going to add a bind or release the hand to the floor. Just roll the shoulder back and feel this beautiful length in this left side top body. Return to your warrior. Strong, ready for the day, and cartwheel your hands to the ground. Take your right leg back, hold the dog, or take another vinyasa. Squeeze the heels away, lovely. Okay, other side, the right toes are turning out, the left foot is coming forwards. Big breath in, come to warrior one. So you're looking forwards, the hips are facing forwards. Shuffle that foot forwards if you Want to lunge more deeply. Stretch tall, take your back bend. Feel open, feel confident. Breathe through the mouth, get some more oxygen in. I hope you're feeling as warm as me. Okay, let's open up to warrior two. Bend and be strong in the arms, soft shoulders, melt them. Try softening the outer edges of your eyes. Give me a smile. Release the jaw. And tilt back to sun warrior, stretching left hand skywards. Tilt back. Back leg is straight, front leg is bent. Breathing here is harder to breathe as the right lung is a bit restricted. And then elbow to thigh, side angle pose, right arm, reaching up and over. And just feel the right shoulder rolling back and the right hip rolling forwards. Feel this beautiful stretch in the right upper side body, right up to the fingertips. Point those as well. Bend into that front leg, return to your warrior two. Looking over that front left index finger. Cartwheel your hands to the ground. Take a downward facing dog. And vinyasa if that's an option for you now. Okay, let's hold the downward facing dog. Tilt the pelvis back as though you're sitting on the ceiling. Squeeze your face towards your shins. You can bend the elbows just a little if you feel the arms are hyperextending. You can bend the knees as well if your back feels rounded. Well done. Look between your hands, return to extended forward fold. Lengthen, lift the heart. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, reach tall. Hands to prayer position. Notice how you feel. I am baking. Okay. Alright. Okay, so if you turn and face me, we're going to take the legs wider than the hips, but then keep walking them out as far as you feel comfortable. Turn your toes in. Okay. Now, let's turn the right foot out to face the front of the mat. So you're outwardly rotating your right hip and that leg is straight. Now, if you can't quite let the toes face forwards, just bring them in to the left a little bit. And then this back foot is currently, the outer edge is parallel to the end of your mat. Let's turn those toes in a little bit, giving you a little bit more space in the hips. Okay, so this is how we get into a lovely Hatha yoga triangle. Okay, so we're going to stretch the left arm to the sky. Stretch it as tall and feel as tall as you can in the spine and draw the tummy in. And then with this right arm nice and straight, we're going to start to slide down the right leg. So you're feeling a lovely stretch in this left side body. And do give the right knee a little bit of a bend if you need to. Otherwise just feel length in that side. And then with triangle, we stack the left hand above the shoulder. So this is a Hatha yoga triangle, so you're not aiming for your toe. The main aim is to stretch the side body and an openness across the chest center. And today with this top left hand, we're going to push it back and spiral the left shoulder back. Breathing here. And the out breath might allow you to go a little bit deeper. And this head is lifted a little, so try not to drop it down to the shoulder. And you can look to the top left hand. Wonderful. As you breathe in, use the weight of this top arm to get you back up. And then we're going to turn the right toes in and the left toes out towards the back of the mat. And again, if the foot doesn't face backwards because of the hip restriction, turn the left toes in and the right toes in a little. Okay, triangle on this side. So you can kick the right hip out a little, left hand coming down towards the leg, let it touch the leg where the arm is heavy and with gravity, so just pop it there. The right arm will reach up and over initially to find stretch in this right side body, and then you can raise the right hand above the shoulder, stacking it there, and then push that right hand back. Breathe, maybe through the mouth. Feel this lovely stretch in this right side body. And look to that top right thumb if you can, and squeeze that right hand back. Really find openness in the neck, in the shoulders, chest. And a big breath in, use the weight of the arm to stretch and reach up. Turn your toes in, heel toes together, well done. And you may just like some hip circles to ease that out. And then the other way, well done. Let's turn and face the front of the mat. A little bit more flow and some strengthening to the upper body with some planks and some crunches in plank and down dog. Just take a few breaths here. Then take an out breath, breath in to stretch tall or back bend. Take your forward fold, exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Take a plank position and take a soft vinyasa. Okay, so once you're in down dog, make your dog longer so you can step the feet back or the hands forward. And then as you lower your hips, bring your shoulders over your wrists. And then if you feel you're on your toes, I want you to squeeze the heels back to straighten the back legs. Feel as though you're pushing the thighs together, squeezing an imaginary brick between them. Pull the tummy in and up. Squeeze the hands deeply into the ground. Lock out your arms and feel and imagine the body as lovely and light. Breathing here. And do please drop to your knees whenever you need to. Four more of my deep long breaths here. And then push yourself back, lift your bottom and return to a lovely stable downward facing dog. Squeeze the heels away and let's take a blissful dog. Just pedal out your heels. You can wiggle your tail, you can shift the shoulders. Just feel that lower back being massaged out. And then come to stillness. Bring your feet closer together, maybe a centimetre apart. Just make sure the hands are nice and flat. And then we're going to take a lovely split dog. So lift that right leg nice and high. And then we're going to bend that knee, hips still facing the ground. But then we're going to outwardly rotate the right hip and lift the knee nice and high. And just look under your right armpit. Feel a stretch in the right lower abdomen, the hip opening, lower back, stretching out. Equal weight in both hands, push your hands into the earth. Well done. And then stretch that right leg up and replace it. Let's try the other side. So it's a little wild thing variation, the introduction to wild thing. So left leg nice and long, bend that knee, lift and open the left hip, look under your left armpit. Feeling a stretch in the left lower abdomen, the descending colon, hip opening, outward rotation of that left hip, and return to your split dog and to the dog itself. Lovely. And let's all just take a pause for a moment in child pose and just feel the lower back easing out. And you're aiming and working towards getting your bottom on your heels and the forehead on the ground. But if that's not quite working, just pop the hands on fists, one stacked on top of the other. And just take a few breaths here. Grateful to the earth beneath us, the earth that supports us. And so thankful for our wonderful physical bodies. Well done. Let's return to downward facing dog. Bring the feet together. Let's take some crunches. So we're going to take a three-legged dog. As you exhale, bring the knee to the right elbow and split the dog again. Knee coming to the left elbow, split the dog, and the knee coming to the nose in the center. So let's try that again. Right side, split. Left side, split. And the center. And 2 more rounds of those 3 knee positions. Last one, right, left, and then center. And then replace the right foot down, and you might just want a little shake out of your wrists. Well done. Squeeze the heels away. Split and lift the left leg into the air. This time, left knee to left elbow, split. To the right elbow, and split. To the center, and split. Again. Left, right, center. And 2 more rounds of those 3 positions. Last one, left, right, center. And pop that left foot on the ground. Feel that strong dog, long in the arms, the legs, the spine. Breathe in a lovely full positive breath. Sigh that breath away. And come and melt yourself down to the ground. And in your child, you can release your wrists, wiggle the fingers, make fists and open the hands. Superb, well done. Okay, let's scoot towards the front of the mat. Seated now. Let's work the abs now. So, with bend of both knees, bring your feet a little way apart initially. Boat variation, bring your hands on top of or in front of your knees and use the knees to pull your body forwards. So the chest coming forwards, the spine as straight as it can be. And tuck the chin in a little as well to lengthen the back of your neck. And if you feel ready, you can start to straighten your arms ahead of you, palms in, thumbs up. If you feel rounding in the spine, you can reset and pull against your knees anytime. And you may just want to stay here. This might be enough for you today. If you're joining me though, we are tucking the chin in, rolling ourselves down to a point where we can hold. If you need to pad out the lower back, you can pop your blanket under there. And then let's squeeze the knees and feet together. And we lengthen the right leg and tap that foot down, and then the left leg lifts and that foot is replaced. So alternating, lengthening left and right legs, just keeping the knees at the same height. Keep breathing. I'm just noticing where in the core you're feeling this. Maybe the mid back and mid to lower abs, depending on how low you've gone. Let's take 4 more. Hopefully warming up again. And then pull against the knees and just melt the head down. If the neck allows, just take a few breaths here. When you're ready, reset, pull against your knees, lengthen your spine. Feel that lovely openness across the chest still and across the collarbones. Reach forwards when you're ready, palms in, thumbs up. Tuck your chin in, roll yourself down to a point you can hold, and then you can squeeze the knees and the feet together. Bring the hands higher than your shoulders. Using the weight of your arms, we open them a little bit wider. Wider again. And as wide as you can be without raising yourself up. Keep the chin tucked in and breathe here. You should be feeling this again in the core. So the back and the abs really deeply, and the feet should still be on the floor. 4 more of my long deep breaths. And bring yourself back up. Oh, feels good. And release into a lovely forward fold if your head allows. Reset when you're ready. Pull against your knees, lengthen your spine, reach your arms forward, palms in, thumbs up. Tuck your chin in, roll yourself down to a place you can hold, or roughly halfway if you can. We're going to raise ourselves up 2 inches, lower ourselves down 2. Up 2 inches, down 2. Again, up 2 and down 2. This time up 2, down 4. Up 2, down 4. And keep going up 2, down 4 until you get to the ground and it gets a bit trickier. And give yourself a hug, well done. And if you're still going, amazing, well done. Nice slow yogic cycles now. So feet off the floor, knees stacked above the hips. And if you can, just try and keep a right angle at the back of your knees where the lower and upper legs meet. And then bring your hands lightly behind the head. Lovely slow yogic cycles, okay. Breathe in, lift the head and shoulders, lengthen the right leg and draw the knee towards you. Bring the right elbow to the left knee. As the knees come in, put your head back down on the ground and take a lovely big in-breath. Lift up, let's twist. Left elbow to right knee, knees in, head and shoulders come down. Breath in here. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lower down. Exhale and lower. And try and move this slowly with control. And the important thing is that the head and shoulders come back down. It's going to really lengthen into the front body. Really working the abdominals above the waist. And creating fire, strength, stamina in the body. So breathe in some lovely full breaths as you lower yourself down. Feel strong and positive. You can do this. Let's take another 10. If you've had enough, come back down. I've got 4 more to go. Working the obliques there, well done. Give yourself a hug when you finish. Ease out the abs, super. Let's bring the feet to the ground, arms long beside you, middle fingers reaching for the heels. Scoot your shoulders under. Okay, so let's just take some pelvic tilts. So as you inhale, tilt the pelvis up, push a little bit into the feet, and roll the back down again, 1 vertebrae at a time. So breathing in, lift and rise, just massaging into the base of the spine, but also introducing a stretch to the hip flexors again to ease them out. Okay, so you can stick with that tilt of the pelvis if you want to make this a little bit stronger. You push a bit more deeply into the feet and lift the hips higher, coming into a bridge shape with body, and exhale. Lower yourself down. So peel the back off the floor as high as feels comfortable, coming maybe to the shoulders, back of the neck, and then slowly and one vertebrae at a time. Sink yourself back down. Really feel every vertebrae right down to the tailbone. So a breath in to come up, a breath out to lower. And really push into the big toes and the inner edges of your feet as you come up so that the knees stay aligned and in. If you roll the balance and the weight to the outer feet, you're going to have wide legs. So just try and bring the knees in with an inward rotation of the hips and pressure into the inner edges of the feet. Breathing in and breathing out. So dynamically moving in this bridge, just ironing out the spine you've been working, but also it's a front body stretch. So bring the breath into the belly, the ribs, the chest. A full strong breath as you move here. And just take a couple more of these. Fabulous. After you've completed that, you can give yourself a hug. And maybe some apanasana circles. What does your body need to release? Okay, so we're going to go into our relaxation, but first you might need a stretch, a twist. Just listen to what your body needs. Just follow and use your body as a guide. But when you're ready, grab some clothing, get warm, get comfortable, and maybe pop a blanket on you. Give yourself a treat as you lie back into Shavasana. So grab what you need, and when you're ready, lie down nice and flat. Scoot the shoulders under, move the hips so the body is as flat as possible. And if you need to put a rolled up blanket under your knees, you can make yourself a little bolster. If you feel the neck is tipping back too much, pop a cushion, a little blanket, or a block under your head. So lying back now into Shavasana, closing your eyes, and starting with some deep breaths in through your nose. Sigh the breath away out through your mouth. A few more of those. Releasing breaths. Lovely. Then let the breath fall away. Allow your body to just be. And give yourself permission to relax. Sensing your whole body still now, lying on the floor. Take your focus now to your feet. Allow the soles of the feet to soften. Allow that softness to spread upwards into the ankles, the shins and calves, the knees and the back of the knees. Softness moving up into the quads, the thighs and back of the thighs. And feel both legs and feet heavy now. And allow them to release and let go. Allow softness now to spread upwards into the pelvis and hips, into the abdomen, and spreading around into the lower back. Feel the hips, pelvis and lower back grounded, and allow that area to release and let go. And allow that softness to spread upwards from the belly into the ribs and into the chest and heart center. And as you next breathe in, allow the heart to open. And as you breathe out, allow the heart to soften and melt. The softness spreading into the mid and upper back and into the shoulders and shoulder blades. And allow that body to feel heavy now. And allow yourself to release and let go. Softness now spreading into both arms, hands and fingers. Sensing a softness in the palms of the hands. Both arms and hands heavy now. Allow them to release and let go. And then sense the softness in the neck and the throat. That softness spreading upwards into the face. So allow the facial muscles to release and let go. Softness spreading to the eyes, the forehead, and scalp. Even your brain is relaxed. The head heavy now. Allow it to release and let go. So feel the whole body now. One unit. Solid, dense, and heavy. As you next exhale, allow the whole body to release and let go. The body is restful now. So stay here a little while. You are completely safe. And without disturbing yourself too much, bring your focus to your body again. Sensing the space you're lying in, the stillness of the body, the movement within you of breath, of energy. As you reconnect with your breath, start to lengthen and deepen it. And then sigh the breath away once more. Let that go. A few more of those releasing breaths. And then let's start to move the body, the toes and feet, fingers, hands, wrists. You may like to turn your head a few times. Maybe taking a stretch. Maybe hugging the knees in, whatever your body needs as you get the movement back into it. And then when you're ready, you can bend your knees, roll over onto your side and take a moment to notice how you feel. Notice your breath, your body and your emotions. When you feel ready, ease yourself up to a comfortable, seated position. Okay, so to complete our practice today, let's take 3 lovely full breaths. Breathe in positivity and let go of anything that no longer serves you. So let's breathe in and exhale, palms down the centre line of the body. 2 more. Namaste. Have a good day. Lovely to see you. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you tomorrow. Have a fantastic time, and thank you so much to Joe, Julia, Gina, anyone else that has been watching, Sally, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic day. Bye.